Hey, you guys, this is National Sales Director Leah Lachlan, and in this short video, I'm going to walk you through an outline or a brief overview of the beauty session. One of our goals with our beauty session movement that we are creating is to make things simple. Because when things are simple, they feel doable. And when things feel doable, we do them. And so we want this to be simple, and we want to remove the barriers that could possibly stand in your way from you being out sharing our products and our amazing business opportunity with your people and your potential customers. Okay, so here is the brief Hydrogel beauty session outline. There is a document, a very beautiful document that goes along with this. Might be helpful to follow along, maybe take some notes, and I'm just going to follow along through it. So when I'm done with this, you may feel like you need a little bit more, and that's why we're doing a mini series on the beauty session, because then you can plug into the opening and hear more details about that, and you can watch the one-on-one debrief session video and get more details about that. Okay, but let's talk about the brief overview. Okay, so let's start with supplies. What do you actually need to have? So you need your mirrors and your trays, the clear plastic trays. You do not really need an insert because you don't put a whole lot of product on the trays because we're keeping things simple, super simple. You sort of barely even use the trays. You kind of barely even use the mirrors. But it's nice to have those. And then you want to have facial cloths for every guest because they're going to be rinsing off of their hands and they're going to be rinsing satin lips off of their lips. Okay, you need a beauty session sheet for each guest that's going to be there. That's the sheet. It's double-sided, and that's what they're going to be filling out as you go through the session. And of course, a pen would be nice to have for each of them. You need a hostess postcard, which has information about hearing more about the opportunity on the back. You need one of those at the place setting for everyone. Then you need satin hands and satin lips to demo. And then you need TimeWise 3D, the skincare set, and microdermabrasion. You're gonna demo those as well. And then I think it's nice to have every skincare line out. This can be at your discretion, but I think it's nice to have a demo set of MK Naturally and a demo set of Clear Proof and a demo set of Botanicals and a demo set of TimeWise Repair all out there with you, because there are going to be people who are more interested in those and you want to be able to show them and talk a little bit about those sets. You would need hydrogel patches, eye patches to demo, charcoal mask to demo on the back of their hand. You're going to need roll-up bags filled up for each guest that's there, assuming you have inventory on hand. Okay, that's a really nice touch and a great way for your guests to really experience the roll-up bag and the products that can go in that. And then you're going to need beauty bags, beauty bags, beauty bags. Oh man, I don't have one close by to show you. Beauty bags. You're going to need one of those. Beauty bags are, my suggestion would they would be clear bags, whether it's just the cello bags or cute clear cosmetics bags you can get on Mary Kay, or not Mary Kay in Touch, you can get on Amazon, and you fill it with samples. You can sample whatever you want. I think charcoal mask is a nice option. I think the mini hand cream or mini emollient night cream is a nice option. If you want to sample some color, because they don't really experience color at the hydrogel session, that's a nice option. That is kind of at your discretion. Okay, so pop a couple samples in there. Hostess postcard goes in there, so it's going to be both in the beauty bag but also at their table setting. People often leave it there, and you want them to actually take it home so they can see their incentive for booking a session with you. That's going to be in there. Your business card is going to be in there. A piece of candy or a mint is going to be in there. What else? I have a picture of it in our Dropbox folder, so check that out. All right, so you have beauty bags, and you put those in the location of where you do your one-on-one debrief sessions after everything's over. Okay, so then they come to that spot to spend their gift card that they got for coming to the session and to get their beauty bag from you. All right, so those are the supplies, and the setup is pretty simple. And so you start with your opening. Okay, we're not going to go through the details of that, but it starts something like this. In Mary Kay, we believe that women don't actually need makeup and good skin to be beautiful. We believe they're beautiful no matter what. Okay, so you go through your opening, which is a couple paragraphs long, and you finish your opening by saying, welcome to your hydrogel beauty session. I also do other sessions. I do this session and this session and this session and this session. Okay, so you go through the other types of sessions that you offer. And then you say, you can gift sessions. You can give sessions to your friends, and they would earn a session or get a session and also get a gift card to spend at that session. Okay, so you're sort of planting the seed to get to book a session with them after that session, and for them to refer their friends and family who might enjoy a session. Just planting the seed right there. Okay, so then once you do all that opening stuff, then you are going to multitask. You're going to multitask with introductions and satin hands and satin lips, and then filling out the top of their beauty session sheet. All right, and you just tell them that. You say, okay guys, we're gonna be efficient here. We're gonna multitask. We're gonna do this product, do introductions, and then go ahead and fill out the top of the sheet while we're multitasking. Okay, so then I present satin hands and tell them about using it and tell them all the amazing things about that product. And then I show them satin lips and I tell them all the amazing things about that. And so with satin hands, I tell them, I'm like, once you're ready and you have the first 2 steps on, just go ahead and come up to the sink and rinse just when you're ready. Okay, so I do it around my island in my kitchen, and that's what they do. Now, let's say you're doing it in the dining room or the living room or somewhere else in the home. Maybe just have a sink that's close by, or even they pop around the corner in the bathroom. It's okay if they miss maybe a few things while they pop in, but just have a spot for them to go to a sink and rinse off and dry off while all of this is happening. It kind of gives it this nice casual girlfriend hangout vibe because you're just doing multiple things at a time. And isn't that what we're always doing when we're hanging out with our friends? We're like making food and we're messing with the kids, and where there's like a conversation going on over here and a conversation going on over here. And it's just kind of a lot of things happening at once. So that's what your introductions are going to be. So you're passing around satin hands. You also pass around satin lips. You have them put that on their tray, and they're going to use their finger to apply that. And you're getting facial cloths wet and handing those out so they can rinse the mask when they're ready. All right, so they're doing that. And then they are filling out the profile card as they go, and then people are introducing themselves. And I like to hear their name, maybe how they know the hostess, if the hostess is there, and one thing they love about her to affirm her. And if I'm the hostess and I just invited the group, you know, then they wouldn't share that, but they would just share their name. I like to hear what they do for a living or do in life. I like to hear if they've ever tried Mary Kay before, and if so, what has been their experience. And then I like to hear their skincare, like, tell us your skincare regimen. Like, what do you do on a daily basis? I like to hear what they do. And I also sometimes will pop in, like if there's anything you wanted to learn about skincare, what would that be? Okay, so that's a lot of things. And you just need to prompt them as they go. And so you're being very mindful and available and present to whoever is introducing themselves while all this other stuff is happening around you. And it's a beautiful thing, and it's a fun thing, and it's a casual thing that all of this multitasking is happening all at the same time. Okay, so then you finish with that, and then that's when you're ready to, what are you ready to do? You are ready to talk about skincare. And you say, okay, let's start talking about skincare. I've got a question for you. What are the 5 basic steps to taking care of your skin? Just 5 basic things you need to do to keep your skin healthy and beautiful. And so they're answering. I don't do tickets anymore. I used to do tickets for that, but I'm just trying something new. I'm not doing tickets because I feel like the environment that I really want to create and have created at my sessions is just a fun, casual girlfriend. We're better together. We're in this together. We're doing community together. Even people who don't know each other. We're doing community together and life together in this moment. And I don't need to incentivize you with a ticket to participate. People just participate. And I think if you set up that tone and that vibe, I think people will follow along. If you're not comfortable with that, because I don't think I would have been as a new consultant, I would have liked to have tickets to incentivize people to participate. And that's a great option too, to do tickets and do a little giveaway at the end for whoever has the most. That's fun as well. All right, it's at your discretion. So you go through the 5 basic steps, which are cleanse, tone, exfoliate, moisturize, and protect. So you're kind of doing a brief overview of just basic skincare 101. And then you introduce the microdermabrasion. You introduce Time-Wise 3D to them. There are product fact sheets in the Dropbox folder for all the beauty session resources. They come straight off InTouch. And that's what I would read and kind of brush up on so that you know your stuff about it. And so that it's stuff that the company claims about the products, okay, which gives it integrity and reliability. We want to say the things that the company says about the products because they've created it, developed it, researched it, studied it. And so you want to study those product fact sheets so you know about Time-Wise 3D. And then they're going to try microdermabrasion as well. So they start with the cleanser in the back of their hand, they rinse that, and then microdermabrasion step 1 comes around, they rinse that, then pore minimizer, step 2 of the microdermabrasion set goes around, they put that on, and then day and night go around, they put day on this hand, night on the other, and then the eye cream goes around, and I tell them you can put it here or just put it on your arm wherever you want to feel it or experience it. They put the eye cream on, okay? So they've experienced that. And then you're done with all of that. And sort of while that's happening, you guys, because you kind of introduce it and then you're passing. And they're just passing and trying. And so it kind of creates the space for you to say, oh, and we have Time-Wise Repair. Oh, and we have MK Naturally. And oh, you told me you were interested in Clearproof. Let me show you this. Because one of the coaching things that you do is you send a flyer of all of our skincare sets and you ask them before they come. This is a part of the coaching pre-profiling process. You ask them which skincare set they'd be most interested in trying. And so you kind of know who's interested in what. And you're sort of doing a mini introduction of all of our other skincare sets while people are passing and trying and passing and trying and passing and trying. All right, so you've got that done. Then once that's all finished, you start the hydrogel patches and the charcoal mask. I go and deliver the hydrogel patches to people with the little spatula that comes in it because people really like fumble around with it and they can't get, and they get 5 patches. They're only supposed to get 2 or they just got 1. So I actually do that because I'm a little more efficient with it. And I plop 2 eye patches on everybody's tray and then they're applying them. And then we pass charcoal mask around and they're rubbing it on the back of their hand and smelling it and feeling it because it's an awesome product. And then you set your timer for 20 minutes because they got to just sit there with their patches on. Set your timer for 20 minutes. And that's when you go into what I call the Mary Kay trivia game. It's a 1-pager. It's another resource that's in our Dropbox folder. It's a 1-pager that's questions about Mary Kay to help them learn about who we are, what our culture is about, highlights of our opportunity, and bits and pieces of your eye story, and just facts that we love people to know about Mary Kay and who we are and how we roll, okay? So it goes through that and you just ask it. And you pop in fun questions like, would you want to never wear foundation again or never wear mascara again for the rest of your life? Have you ever gone, true or false, have you ever gone 2 days without washing your face? So it pops in kind of some fun ones like that because the environment and the vibe we want to create is fun, relaxed, girlfriend, connection, community, conversation, people feeling at ease, people feeling like they can easily participate. And so those kind of fun questions help to create that. So you go through that. Now this is the part that probably will need maybe the most practice is popping in parts of your eye story that you want to share. So one of the questions is, when did Mary Kay start the company? Okay, answer 1963. And so then that's a perfect part for you to say well, hey, I started a couple months ago and here's why I started. That's a part for you to pop in your short, quick eye story. And then there's a part that talks about the commissions that we earn. So that's a part to pop in your highest commission check or your director's highest commission check or what fun things you've done with your Mary Kay money or the reasons that you started. There's a part that goes over the top 5 things women look for in a career. So that's the part where you can say, hey, here's what attracted me to this. All right, so you're picking certain questions that would be appropriate to pop in your iStory, and it just enhance the sharing of our opportunity and our company with them based on your stories and what attracted you to the company, okay? So that's gonna need a little bit of practice, and that's all good. So you're doing that while their patches are on, and then when there's about 5 minutes left on the timer, I have this cold thing going on. This is hot tea. It's the best tea ever. It's prime tea. Okay, so you take fennel seeds, cumin seeds, and coriander seeds, and you boil them in hot water, and it creates this beautiful tea. So you can see the little seeds. I strain most of them out, but sometimes I get some in there. And it's so soothing and calming. It's great for your gut and digestion, and just feels really nice when you kind of have a sore throat. So, okay. When you have about 5 minutes left on your timer, so you're gonna have to stay mindful of this, what you do is give them a chance to write the referrals down. Say, okay, we're done. We're done with our little game. I'm gonna give you a chance to gift sessions to friends. Okay, so who do you know who would enjoy this and like a gift card to spend on themselves? You can gift that to her, and I would text her and invite her to come on your behalf, and you could come with her, or she could bring friends, or she could just come by herself if she wants to. It would be up to her with what she wants to do. It's the chance to send some love to some of your friends. So I'm going to give you a chance to write down names on your beauty sheet right there. Go ahead and grab your phones. We've got about 5 minutes left on the timer, so go ahead and do that while I clean up. So they're doing that, and you're just kind of tidying up stuff around, okay? Nice touch to put some music on while that's happening. Okay, so timer goes off, and then you flip the beauty session sheet over, and what's on the back side is the skincare sets that you shared with them that day. Okay, so you go through the skincare sets, and you show them the roll-it bag, and they each have a roll-it bag that they can open up, and they see it filled, and so you're going through those sets. And then right below that are the beauty session debrief questions. There's 9 questions. And you go through, and they're say, like, we're gonna go through these, fill them out, share your answer with everyone. Ask any questions that you have. Let's go through these real quick. So you go through those, and then you're done. And then you get snacks out, pull those out, put them on the table, and say, okay, we're gonna do like one-on-one debriefs right now, where you get to spend your gift card, and you get your beauty bag from me to take home. So does anybody need to leave right away? Okay, you? All right, let's go first. And then they're snacking. I would have music going, and you just take people one-on-one and do your individual session. And we made a video about that too, because that's been newly redesigned with a new fresh vibe to it as well. So who's ready to have some beauty sessions? Doesn't that seem simple? Doesn't that seem fun? Doesn't that seem like your friends would love that? My friends love it. So have some sessions.